Well, hello again everybody. It's Wednesday today and we're on the way to our next campsite, which is the Carlton Grange CL at Helmsley. Now, I've got the kettle on for a brew. I'm going to stop and have my pasty for lunch, but what a view to have your lunch to, look. I've got the old standby Ginster's pasty. Cheers. And we're back on the road heading for the campsite. We've arrived and pitched at the Carlton Grange site, and I'm going to try putting the awning up, but I've bought this drive-away kit. Well, in actual fact, I thought I was buying a kit. It said it was a kit, but it was only this double-sided 6mm beaded strip thing. I then had to go and buy the white plastic strips separately. So it wasn't really a kit, it was just that strip. But I'm going to try and set the awning up as a drive-away awning. Well, that wasn't that easy really, but yeah, maybe it would be easier on a calmer day without the wind and the rain, but definitely need Nikki's help to put it up. And I should really trim those ends of that strip to the right length, but haven't got anything with me to do that. I wanted to try it first before I cut it, but yeah, I don't really know what I think to this arrangement. Anyway, now we have all the makings of a cosy outside lounge area, and Nikki wanted it put up so she could do exercising and stuff in there. So let's get it set up as a lounge. Fantastic! Well, one of the reasons why I wanted to set it up as a driveway is because we might be driving away tomorrow into Helmsley to meet Dave Bertolini of the One Man and His Whippet channel. We could take the bikes, don't know about the bikes. We'll have to wait and see what the weather's like and what Nikki's feeling like. Want to come out and have afternoon tea in the sun lounge, my darling?
In the sun lounge?
In the sun lounge.
Yes, can we have a heater out there, please?
A heat? No, we can't have a heater out there.
Yes, we can. We've got a little one there. Just...
No,
yes, we can.
no. Well, it's a cracking little site list. Let's go and have a look round. Oh, and we'll check in using the NHS barcode thing as well. Well, there's the drinking water. And of course we have got the hand sanitizer next to it. There's our pitch. We're pitched in the shelter of those trees. Chemical waste point, and the bins, recycling, excellent. We've just come out for a bit of a stroll to stretch my legs. We've got these lovely woods nearby the campsite, and just fancied a little bit of a walk before dinner. Although it is still rather wet. Well, there's a path through this wooded valley that heads all the way down into Helmsley, which is about 3 miles, I think, so it'd be a 6-mile walk down there and back. That might be a nice alternative for another time in better weather. I don't think we'll be doing it in this rain. Well, there we go, the path goes on through this farmland. I think I'm going to head back through the woods and back to the van so I can cook Nikki dinner. God, what a wet old day it is, eh? Well, back to the van, and not a moment too soon, I think, because the old rain has got a little bit heavier. Well, we're back in the truck, and as you can hear, the rain is hammering down. And tonight I am cooking Indonesian rendang chicken, and we're going to have it with some rice. So I've begun by washing my little handy pandies, and now I'm going to cut the chicken up into little chunks, if I can get it open. I'm going to have to use the knife to get it open. Also spray some oil into the pan. Actually, I'm not sure that's necessary, but I did it anyway. Righto, let's chop up the chicken. Now, as you all no doubt know, it's very important to wash your hands again after handling your meat. There we go. Right, now we'll set that to sizzle for a small amount of time. And we'll bung some rice on too, so that's ready at roughly the same time-ish. Now, it's very important to occasionally fertle the chicken with your spoon. Also helps your rice to cook quicker if you turn the gas on. Marvellous. Now the chicken has been sizzling for a short time. So now it is time to add the splodge. I got this splodge cheap from the petrol station because it was a bit off. Look at that, you can tell its quality by its yellowness. Gonna have to empty the bin later.
Gordon Ramsay and Jamie Oliver, don't worry, there's no threat. No threat at all from him.
So continue stirring your sizzling splodge and maybe turn it down a little bit so it don't scorch. And there we go. I will continue to occasionally fertle with the splodge, and we'll come back when it's nearly done. Right, well, it's a medium amount of time later, and I'm going to check that everything is ready. The rice is almost perfectly done, and of course the chicken, you do need to make sure it's cooked through properly, because everybody knows if you have an undercooked bit of chicken you can be properly clucked. So I'm going to cut a chunk in half. Yeah, and that's all white. There's no pinkiness there at all. It's bubbled up amongst the splodge to perfection. Right, so now it just remains to serve it up. There you go, my love. Chicken Indonesian splodge. There you go. Doesn't that look lovely? And we got poppadoms to go with it.
So some of those sultanas.
Very nice. Well, what a difference in the weather this morning. It's lovely bright sunshine. I've done a little bit of washing and hung it out, so hopefully that'll be dry before the rain sets in again. Due to rain just after lunchtime, really. Well, I think this morning we're going to have breakfast out in the sun lounge. What do you reckon, darling? Ah, lovely. Well, as soon as I've finished in the bog here, we're going to cycle down into Helmsley and maybe meet Dave, but we've certainly got to go to the post office. I suppose the only downside of cycling in is we won't be able to check the drive away ability of the drive away awning, but
We'll do it tomorrow.
we can't do it tomorrow. We're leaving tomorrow. I'm not going to leave the awning here.
Okay, we'll come back for the next one.
Yeah, nice little town. We'll park the bikes up, have a look round. Well, we met up with Dave in the end, and we had a couple of pints with him in the Feathers and a good old chin wag. So very nice to meet him after all this time, and now we're cycling back to the campsite. Of course, Nikki has zoomed off ahead. I think she'll get there way before me. Oh, well, I've given Nikki the van keys so she can go ahead and let herself in, because she's going to be there way before me with that little front wheel drive e-bike. Oh. Hello, mate. Well, there we go. We've now got Dave's replacement sticker back on the van door. Well, we've had quite a quiet afternoon in the van. Nikki's finished off my haircut for me. But the weather forecast for tonight and tomorrow is quite bad, and the site rules here, you have to be off by 10:30. So To make things a little easier in the morning, I'm going to take the awning down now, I think. Well, it's Friday morning, and as predicted, the weather is a little bit cooler, a little bit more overcast today. It is forecast to rain later. Got to be off site by 10:30. We haven't had a fantastically early start, so it's a bit rushed. Rather glad I did decide to take the awning down yesterday. Right, let's hit the road. Well, that's all for now. If you enjoyed it, press like, subscribe if you want to see some more, and ring the bell to be notified when we upload something new.